in Acadiana is
Colby Hebert.
And he has been there all morning, one of his favorite places, one of our favorite places, Vermilionville.
It's a wonderful spot with a great event that celebrates the Acadian culture, heritage, all of the above. We're going to send it to Al for the final time this morning.
Hey guys, we are back. We're here at Vermilionville talking about Acadian Culture Day. Our friend Colby Hebert is here. We know him from the Cajun Hatter, but he's also a traiteur. A lot of people may not know what that is. Colby, explain that to us.
Yeah, so a traiteur is essentially just a folk healer of the South Louisiana culture. They employ different methods of healing practices that include not just kind of prayerful and spiritual healing, but also remedies, working with plants and nature in order to create homeopathic forms of approaching healing.
And you have some of those plants right here.
Right. Yeah, this healer's garden that they facilitated is full, chock full with different types of herbs, plants, trees, flowers, things that could all be used in many different forms of healing, from anything from, making teas to poultices, even kind of drying things up and just rubbing it on the wounds and stuff like that, that facilitates healing.
How far back does this tradition go?
I would pretty much say the dawning of man.
Really?
Everyone, I think, humanity has always had different forms of approaching illness, and throughout culture and throughout the span of time. And specifically as we would refer to like the traiteur tradition, I would mostly point toward kind of just Louisiana history, because that term does intend to reflect our form of healing here in Louisiana. And so you kind of have this blend of, it's very creolized because you have, the Acadian, contribution, you have Spanish contribution, West African or different forms of Afrocentric healing that comes in, Native American healing, and all of this as it's kind of melded together through several hundred years has kind of become its own distinctive thing here in South Louisiana.
Colby, what might someone have that they would call you for?
Very often we get things to do with the skin, such as, warts, shingles, poison ivy, rashes. Wow. There's also the kind of typical ailments that somebody just, going through day-to-day life, such as a headache, a migraine, a heat stroke. Maybe they've burned themselves, bleeding, things like that. So there's a lot of practical usage as well that somebody will kind of come to you. And because back in the day, what this points toward is that we didn't always have access to doctors. We didn't always have access to the medical. So the traiteurs were a very practical approach, for those who didn't have access to the medical.
Hey, we got to have you on the show again and talk more about this, because this is fascinating. Hey, we're going to go to Storm Track 15 meteorologist Adam Olivier, because you know what? He's kind of fascinating.